Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Corsair Summer Tour 2013 playoffs. I'm LD, your host. I'll be joined today by Piri and Flax for Game 1, and then most likely by Merlini for Games 2 and 3. It was supposed to be Merlini for the full series, but Piri hijacked it. He said, LD, it's been too long. You and me are going on a date. We're casting together. So with that being said, guys, we'll hop inside the draft. It's Game 1 of a best of 3. Mousesports versus Fnatic EU. And Kawa is back in the studio, so the production should hopefully be a whole lot smoother. Of course, winner of this match will move along into the winner bracket, round number 2. The loser will drop down to the loser's bracket. It's a double elimination format. Before I let Pyrian speak, I do want to say, head over to gc.corsair.com. That is where you can find out about some Dota TV ticket giveaways, as well as a computer giveaway. Enter for your chance to win today. gc.corsair.com. All right, Pyrian, my man, how you doing?
Am I allowed to speak now?
Yes, I've released the muzzle. How are you?
Whew, I was just waiting for a long time. Yeah, I'm doing great, dude. Hello, shout out to Kawa. Hello, dude. How are you? Yeah, it's good to be back. It's been a while since I cast with you, man.
It's been a while since I've spoken with you either. We're in this Skype group, all the cool kids, and well, me and Pyrian, we don't talk too much anymore, so.
I call it the inner circle,
yes.
But I'm sure there are lots of inner circles that consider themselves the inner circle.
It's our circle
one
of trust.
Many.
It's our circle of trust, but once you start the circle of trust, it never ends.
Yeah, man. I check it all the time.
Yes. So, all right, draft underway now, Pyrian. Mousesports versus Fnatic EU. Of course, these two teams, we saw them was it just yesterday or 2 days ago, I guess, on Sunday, for the EMS 1 or not for the grand finals, but for the playoffs. Mousesports made it all the way. They took first place. Fnatic got knocked out by EG in the semifinals. So you got to figure Fnatic maybe a little bit peeved, maybe a little bit out for blood here.
Out for revenge, maybe, yeah. But I mean, I really like Mousesports. I think they're looking stronger and stronger and stronger. Since qualifying, they've looked stronger and stronger. So, yeah, I'm excited to see them. We are missing Black, aren't we? And I'm just a little confused. I'm guessing they're going to do the draft, and then maybe we'll go back and start again or something like that?
I believe that was the discussion we'll do the draft. Mouse
he was going to be 5 or 10 minutes. They'll save some time, get the draft done, and then we'll come back into the game.
Aye, maybe.
Yeah. That's it.
So for Fnatic, they love to run their dual core lineups. They're going to start off with a Lifestealer pick, and Mousesports getting some good heroes to deal with Lifestealer early. Bane, who's got the lockdown for him. You can obviously grip him, you can enfeeble him, even through rage, it'll still affect him. And Puck, who's an elusive, annoying hero for Lifestealer to try and kill. Also, Fata Puck. This guy is a beast on Puck. He's really made a name for himself lately, and dare I say it, he's played almost as good as Denley is on that hero.
Oh, wow. He's a real skill shot hero, I think. A good Puck player is that's something to see. Some heroes, you just push a button and it works, like Warlock or something. But Puck is one of those skill shot players. I like to see good Pucks. A good pucking once in a while.
A good pucking. Everybody needs a good pucking now and then. It's just how humans operate. As for Mousesports, they ban out some of those solo mids that can dominate the TA, particularly, or rather the Puck. They ban out the TA here, something that gives the Puck a lot of trouble in the mid game, and also just a secondary core for Fnatic. As I mentioned, they love to run at least 2 kind of carries here that scale well. There is still a Storm Spirit available. He's a little bit weak to Puck and Bane, but it is one of Hani's signature heroes. Oh god, here it goes. We're going to see the Vandal answer from Mousesports, but I'm very curious to see how Fnatic looks to respond to this, because I feel like something like a Storm might be in the offing.
Oh man.
Fight the power. Fight the PL.
Okay, I'll fight. Yeah, I like Mousesports a lot. I was kind of rooting for them, but now they've done something terrible.
They've gone full PL.
They have gone full PL. It's ugly. It's very ugly.
Black's not even in the game, so he'll claim innocence. But
well, this is the thing. Maybe they're going 4v5, and they'll just say, you know what? One of us can handle PL if you just put him on shared control. It's that easy. Maybe that's the plan.
Yeah. Right-click the creeps, get all the gold, then get all the towers, then get all the racks, and then the game's over. So.
Exactly.
As for Fnatic, there's two main ways to deal with the PL. One is to just try and gank the crap out of him. The other way is just to push him down. So they're going to go for the Dragon Knight. So it looks more like a pushing option, but we'll have to see if they go for that third core. A Naga Siren is actually would have been a decent choice against PL. Riptide gives you a lot of AoE through the mid game. It's also just a good 5-man hero, but Mouse are going to snap it up, so they secure, well, a very annoying tri-lane. Now they've got another way to deal with Lifestealer, the ensnare that goes through Rage. And they also have the sleep, so, well, if Lifestealer rages and you sleep, then he's suddenly 1v5.
Yeah, geez, they've got a pretty annoying team actually. It's like is Lifestealer really that much of a problem? You need to do all these picks for him still. Do you think? I mean, don't you think PL is a bigger problem than Lifestealer in this game?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is for Mousesports, the only way with their lineup, right, they can go really late game. So all they need to do is avoid getting overrun early. And Lifestealer's that hero that if he gets a little bit out of control, he's the one that could snowball super hard. So
Yeah.
also, Naga's just a good stalling hero because you have Son of the Siren.
So what's the deal with the DK pick? What are they thinking here, Fnatic?
Well, like I was saying, very strong pushing hero in the mid game. A hero that doesn't need a lot of items to just go and fight. And when you have a Lifestealer and a Dragon Knight, they both do a decent amount of damage. They're both super tanky. And
Yeah.
so Mousesports, they have a lot of single target lockdown right now, like things like Sleep, Enfeeble, the Bane Ultimate, and now the Naga Siren Net. They don't have that much AoE lockdown, and what they do have is from Puck. And Rage will prevent you from being Dream Coiled or silenced, as well as a BKB from Dragon Knight. If he goes for that in the mid game, Mouse are going to have two high priority targets. They'll have to lock down both. So getting multiple cores here, as well as just getting strong frontline heroes that can push early.
Interesting. Okay, well, we'll see how that plays out, eh?
You've all the passion has just been drained out of your corpse. I feel like I've watched a vampire like devour P-Flax because he sees the PL pick. And then he's like, I don't want to cast this game anymore, but I'm stuck in the caster chair.
I mean, I was kind of like, obviously, when you play in the public level, you get more fun heroes. And Lifesteal and PL are not fun heroes to watch, I don't think. But anyway, Nature's Prophet is kind of a fun hero to watch. Like, they Clockwork, I like watching Clockwork. Wisp makes things fun. Batrider, of course. But I'm glad they banned Lone Druid and Weaver. God, I hate those two. It's so boring, my God. Let's see what the last picks. The last picks are always when it livens things up a little bit.
Well, you're just a killjoy today. Jesus.
PL
PL sucks. Weaver sucks.
Oh God. You haven't played as much as me lately, LD. That's the thing. You're not embittered.
Yeah. I played a lot yesterday, but I went full Blitz Dota. I picked Storm like 10 games in a row. The beautiful thing about Storm is you don't really have to care about your team too much. So
yeah, it's true.
Having
played a lot with Blitz, I guarantee you, he definitely doesn't care too much about his team.
I understand him on a very personal level much better now. He just doesn't care about anyone except himself. That's why he plays Storm every game.
Absolutely.
And now I'm going the same direction. Yeah. Screw the world. Mousesports, so they'll go back for a Gyrocopter here. This is a very greedy lineup. Their support heroes, Bane and Naga, really want level 6. They've got a Gyro and a Phantom Lancer. I mean, they have, obviously, plenty of late game between Gyro and PL. And then Puck, a solo mid, who needs a decent amount of farm, doesn't need to get a Blink Dagger. That is a super greedy lineup. At the same time, Fnatic's is pretty greedy, too. They have the Lifesteal, Dragon Knight, Prophet. All these heroes who want farm and levels and aren't the most aggressive in the early to mid game, but wow, Fnatic will round things out with a Windrunner, so they go back for more of a stable laner, and it looks like we're going to have that remake now.
Okay, yeah, so the remake, and hopefully Black will be here this time.
I'm trying to figure out, I guess they're looking to send the Gyro as one of their 2 solos. Probably Gyrocopter 1v1 against Nature's Prophet, Puck mid, and then a PL. It could even be a PL aggressive tri-lane, I feel here.
Well, they can't all farm. I mean, you know,
someone's got to support.
Yeah. It's like, so yeah, I think Gyrocopter will be that kind of support Gyro almost, right? Because he's just got good spells, I guess. Also, yeah, that's the only reason I can possibly see. Or would they go support Siren? Jeez, I don't know, LD. Let's see.
You can see back at the Beyond the Summit studio, got the nice headphones here. Corsair didn't send me any. But
by the way, I noticed
we'll pretend these are Corsair headphones.
You just sat next to an empty chair.
This is where you should be, period.
You got to get something on that chair.
Where's DPM when you need her? She's got these pandas, but pandas aren't here. I don't know what to do. Kawa, save me. Get a panda right now. Make yourself useful, man. Go. He's running to get a panda. So you guys actually, you met Kawa in Poland.
Yeah. Kawa was there. It was great to see him. I had 3 meals a day with Kawa. So yeah, he was a cool dude.
3 a day?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Saturday we were there Saturday and Sunday, and we all went and had lunch together and breakfast and everything together. So I was with Kara 3 meals a day. It was like,
See, I have a co-caster now. I don't need you, Pyrian. We can end the call.
oh, I can't see it on the thing. But,
Yeah, it's 2 minutes
so
delayed. You'll see it
probably
soon.
knows more about Dota than I do.
The last time I had a panda here, I may or may not have knocked him off the desk rather
Oh
unceremoniously.
God.
So,
Okay.
for
Now
anyone
we're
who's
here.
wondering what's going on, we have all 10 players in the lobby, but we're waiting about 1 minute for Hugo, I guess the French caster, judging by the name, to join. Damn Frenchies.
God, yeah. Look at all these. Oh no, there's Hugo. Hugo's there.
Yeah.
Frog TV? Really?
What?
Wow.
You don't like that name?
No, no. Look, Lucic. No. Well, I mean, if they're French and they call themselves Frog TV, that's kind of like. I guess that's kind of funny. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know what that. Like, is that a reference to Frogger?
I guess I
Or
assume so. Well, maybe it's. Let me have a look. I'm gonna look it up. I've got the internet right here, LD.
You're missing the panda shot right now.
Oh, really? Oh no. Let me see. No, I'm not. I'm still on the picking screen.
You'll see it soon. It's got a very
Okay, I
special
can't
Twitter
wait.
handle. So Pyrian, who are you rooting for in this match? Fnatic, the team who didn't pick PL, or Mouse, the team who did pick PL?
Um, I was going to be rooting for Mouse. I know that as a caster I should say neutral.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean
Oh
sorry.
my god!
I've met Black and a couple of the other Mouse guys, and I know Cinderin, so I like them. But they picked PL, so I automatically would like to see Fnatic win. So I can't tell now. It's 50-50.
The anguished cries of your baby child.
My ignored child. Yeah, no, she's fine. Mrs. Flax is going to look after her, but yeah, it's hot here. It's like I don't know what it is in America. It's 32 degrees. Let me look it up what it is. But basically, it's incredibly hot. It's like sort of 80s or something stupid like that. 90s. It's in the 90s.
The
Dude.
90s.
Yeah, seriously, it's hella hot.
It's
So,
like
yeah, the
it's like
kids are
90
really-
every day here. So
Well, yeah, of
I
course, yeah.
ain't feeling too sorry for you.
But we don't have air conditioning in this country. Nobody. No shops, no people. There are no fans. We just have to lie around in the heat. Miserable.
Fly around and complain a lot. A lot. He's still complaining.
Yeah. What's the matter? There you go. Had to open her juice for her, you see? It's tough being a parent, LD. There's the panda. Now I see him.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's you, Pyrian.
I like it.
After your transformation is complete.
Yeah. He looks pretty happy.
So, it looks like the teams are getting ready, guys. We should be loading into our AP remake very soon. I am going to say I'm also rooting for Fnatic. I'm a huge Black fanboy. I love him a lot. He's a fantastic personality, great player, but I can't root for a team that goes full PL. I can't do it.
You can't. And Naga Siren as well. It's like it's like the anti-team fight
Yeah.
team to me. And but anyway, do you think maybe? No, I'm just going to say something stupid.
Say it. Say it now.
I was going to say, could you put Naga Siren in the lane with PL and sing if things get bad, just so she can sort of bodyguard him, if you know what I mean? Or is that stupid?
Yeah, I mean, their draft, Naga's probably going to be a support hero. So she's actually a really strong support because she offers you a lot of control. She's got the net, the ultimate that, sleeps everyone, and the Riptide, a lot of minus armor. So although she scales decently with farm as an illusion hero, she doesn't really need farm. The main thing she needs is levels. Once you get, say, level 6, she's pretty useful. Once you get level 11, you're good to go for the rest of the game. And if you manage at level 16, you have the ult with a 1-minute cooldown. So that's where,
God, that's crazy.
if you have Naga with a 1-minute cooldown and you have PL, oh wait, did they pick one around hero? They're going for Tinker now.
Uh-oh.
So I didn't see anything in chat, but they must have basically said, okay, we picked the wrong hero. We didn't mean to pick PL. I hope it's the PL they're replacing. Otherwise, this is a very greedy team.
Yeah. Honestly, if they pick the Tinker, then I'll be happy. If they said, "Oh, can we swap Tinker for PL for Tinker?" I think Fnatic would probably agree to that, right? I would, for sure. I'd say, "Yeah, go ahead, take Tinker." But he is also an awesome. He's a fun hero.
Yeah, Tinker's a lot. Well, he can be fun. He could also stall the game for ages, but it'll be a Fatsa Tinker, I imagine. So that's something I'm very excited to see. No, okay, Fatsa Puck. So they replaced the PL. And I'm curious, I guess Koikfa is going to be playing it, and Black will be on the Gyro. So Mouse have a really good turtling team, a really good split push team, a pretty good team fight team as well. Fnatic have to get a lot of work done here in the early to mid game. They've got some options to do it as well, but we'll talk more about the draft in a second. Let's introduce the teams. On the Dire side, you've got Team Mousesports, Koikfa handling the Tinker, Cinderin on the support Naga Siren, Potts playing the Bane, solo mid will be Fata on his signature Puck, and then of course Black, the Gyrocopter, one of his favorite heroes, heading to the top lane.
Sorry, and I'll do Fnatic. Sorry, I was
Do it.
I was looking at the black guys.
The panda.
Okay, you've got Fly on the Windrunner, No Tail on the Visage, Era on the Lifestealer, Trixie on the Prophet, and Hanny on the Dragon Knight. I played Dragon Knight the other day, LD, for the first time, I think.
That hero has a lot of cosmetics.
He does. I've got loads of Dragon Knight items. I was like, oh wow. He's like, yeah, that's why. This is why I was playing him. I got a shield. I was like, I'm gonna try this out.
How can one man possibly hold all these swords?
Seriously.
He's got like 30 swords. How impractical is that? He has to travel around with a wardrobe change, basically.
Pretty fun. I like turning into a dragon. Never gets old. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But
that must be painful though.
The dude's armor, like, it's just ridiculous. Just off the hook ridiculous. I had like 50 armor by the end of the game.
Yeah. Fortunately, Fnatic lift a lot. Hani and Fly are big weightlifters, so they can handle the heavy armor. Not so sure about some of these other DK mids though.
Yeah.
Have you seen Super? Super does not lift. I'll tell you that right now.
No, I haven't.
But he plays a lot of
doesn't
DK.
lift. I've seen Kawa. A strong breeze would blow that boy over. He needs to get some good meat in him. I tell you, eat some burgers or something.
He tries. He's been eating a lot.
I know. Yeah. He does need to eat something. I tell you. He's skinny, man. Makes me feel portly.
You are portly, Pyrian. Portly Pyrian.
Compared to Kawa.
Yeah. Everyone's portly compared to Kawa.
You hear me talking, Kawa?
Oh, he hears you. He hears every last word.
Good.
He's making faces. Just imagine him making all kinds of faces. So, as far as the lanes go, it's game 1 of a best of 3. Mousesports versus Fnatic for the Corsair Summer Tour 2013. Dragon Knight versus Puck mid. Pretty even, maybe a slight edge to the Puck. But both heroes should get farm. It's hard to harass DK out of lane. The off lane, Mousesports, they sent Tinker bottom, correctly predicting that Fnatic wanted to aggressive try. So they actually get away with an off-lane solo Tinker, which normally is not something you want to do, but in this case is going to work out well. So I'd say Mouse have to be really happy about that. And then the tri lane, Bane, Gyro, as well as Naga versus a Visage, Windrunner, Lifesteal tri lane. This tri lane should favor Fnatic through the early going. They've got the better burst damage with the Visage in the lane, but for Mouse, strong defensive try, and they've always got Ensnare to get them out of trouble, and you don't want to tower dive Gyro without creep support. So I think overall, I think Mouse have the slightly better lanes here, but not overwhelmingly so. It'll mostly come down to player execution.
Right. I mean, with the Bane, with Fiend's grip and the damage from Gyro, that's a great way to kill Lifestealer, right? So yeah, and I mean they can set it up with the song and everything. They have it's good initiation. I like that, singing and walking into the bad guys, right? So here's a question: can you sing and blink or force staff and get yourself in there quicker?
Yeah, you can actually Song of the Siren and then TP, and it'll still be going off when you arrive. I saw one team do that to gank a split pushing Tinker. Actually, that was I believe that was in the Alienware Cup or maybe Red Bull ECL. That was in the Asian scene, but
that's pretty nifty.
Definitely still works in the Western scene. And Fnatic, they're actually going to give up on the aggressive tri lane here. They'll rotate one hero off the lane, sensing that Era's not going to die and they can't really get any kills in this lane. So they'll send Visage bottom, and basically Fnatic are saying, we will give away some free farm on your Gyro, but we want to try and slow down your off-lane Tinker.
Yeah.
We also want to get an early level 6 on our Visage.
It's like he said about Tinker being able to shut a game down or grind it out and become a pain. Having to fight a sort of fed Tinker is so blooming hard. And of course he's getting March, so they're definitely thinking of that. Then, oh wait, what's No Tail coming around the back for some...
Casually walks all the way across the map to cancel a salve that was almost done.
Just in time. Perfect.
So if I was I thought maybe No Tail would actually want to just ward off the Ancients, but so far Koikfa hasn't started stacking them yet, so he doesn't really need to, but they'll dual lane bottom, they'll try and slow down the Tinker's Boots of Travel. They are giving away free farm on Gyro, but as far as the CS goes in general, it does seem to be favoring Mouse. The main thing is Fata being a beast as usual on Puck. He's 14-7 to the 10-2 of Hani's Dragon Knight.
So, obviously with Dragon Knight, the thing is, his dragon blood gives him that sick armor. So is that what makes him... He can just basically hang around in lane, even against a ranged guy like Puck, and just soak it up, right?
Yeah, exactly. So he can take more punishment than other solos, and As a result, even though he's melee, even though he's got to be closer to the creep wave to auto attack.
But look at that, his health regen. I mean, so wait, do you still max breathe fire first? I'm guessing, right?
Unless you are Airman from Virtus Pro, he hates breathe fire. He maxes the passive, the Dragon's Blood, and Dragon Tail. But he's the only player who does that. Everyone else maxes breathe fire, and I mean everyone. He's too hipster for us.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's 300 damage. It's pretty peppy.
Peppy. It's a good word.
It's pretty peppy.
Hani does have a haste rune, and the beauty of getting a haste rune is you probably get 2 runes off of that. Oh, he sees a courier coming in mid.
Oh, man.
Not
I
gonna
love
go.
that courier, too. I've got that one, the G1 League courier. I love that thing.
Oh, this
I
could
wonder
be
if he's
trouble.
thinking he could haste in there and kill it. Is it bait?
Yeah, well, that would have been a really bad engage. If Fata went for that rune, he'd probably give up first blood. But so far, very passive game. Both teams getting pretty good farm. Offlane Tinker, not the best CS, but Koikva's not dying, and as a result, is in pretty good shape. I would like to see him stack these H-hits, though. They aren't warded for the time being. There is an Observer ward here for the Radiant, but just gives them rune vision, nothing else.
Yeah.
And actually, he's going to sentry the camp, maybe thinking it was blocked off.
Yeah, no, I guess he must have. Because especially when the Visage went right through there, you would have thought he would have. But he
Going
didn't.
on pause, top lane, power shots there. Going to take a decent amount of damage. Does get netted, the shackle to fly as well. This could be our first blood. And no tail Dota. How unfortunate. Looks like Fly was lagging. What a time. And Era, I think, is about to get the killing blow. Oh, there's Nightmare being cast by Pos, but he's got to turn around before he can use it.
Yeah.
I think Pos is dead here.
Yeah, he must be. I mean, if you breathe on him, he's gonna die. But yeah, so yeah, I think I'm gonna say that was not a tactical.
Oh, you know what? You know what? If they don't get this kill, Fly, because he disconnected, his hero turned around immediately to run back to base. So he won't get off the last auto attack, which he should have been able to get off. So if Fnatic doesn't get first blood, this disconnect is going to screw them so badly.
Yeah.
And Era might die here as well, because he doesn't have rage anymore. Black already has boots, has the slightly higher base move speed. Oh, sorry, actually they're the same. I thought Lifestealers was lower. Guess I'm wrong about that.
Lifestealer has 365 move speed, so I think he's gonna get Paz, right?
Yeah, he should unless Paz somehow gets slept here, but I don't think it'll be in time.
I mean, if Paz nightmares himself, he doesn't have to turn around, and then Era can't hit him.
Yeah, that's only for one. Yeah, actually, he has no nukes. You're right, so he can't actually kill him. Yeah,
But
he
there
might be able
must be
to
a
live.
cast time. If he just hammers his hotkey for nightmare, the time it takes for Era to get his arm back and swing it, maybe he'll cast it in that time.
Yeah, if he's self-nightmaring, actually, this could be a self-save. It's gonna be bad if Fnatic don't get this kill and they end up giving up first blood. I imagine they're gonna be peeved because Fly should have been able to get the last auto attack here.
Yeah,
but
he should.
here we go.
Oh wait, now this ain't go. Okay, here we go.
All is
Here we go.
revealed. 3, 2, 1. Who's gonna get the first blood? Pause
There's
self-sleep.
the nightmare.
Gets it off. Oh, and he denies too. Oh, and now Era's on the run. Era's in trouble. The net's cooling down. This could be a first blood going the other way. Fly as well, trying to hoof it out. Era's actually going to run to the north, then back south. The net comes through. Rocket Barrage doing a lot of damage. There's a shackle shot. And I think Era's going to live. Cinnerin's diving a bit for this. Oh, that's self-sleep. Too good.
I told you.
I'm pretty sure without that disconnect, he would have gotten off the killing blow in time.
Oh god, yeah.
That sucks. That really sucks. But hey, it's Fnatic's own internet at play, so they can't really be too mad. If Mouse paused there, then they'd be really pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's like, yeah. Well, a little bit of revenge, maybe.
And so for the time being, I'm still saying Mouse are in a good position here. Because they have a free farm Puck mid, 31 and 10. That's going to be an early Blink Dagger. And if either Tinker or Puck comes online in the mid game before Fnatic group up as 5, one of these heroes by himself, which can just completely shut down a push in its tracks. The threat of a Blink Dream Coil or just March Spam will make it very hard for Fnatic to engage into it. So not getting the first blood there, as well as the fact that Puck is farming, it's okay that Tinker isn't. They just need one of these heroes to get big, and Fata is getting big.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, you know that Black's awesome at farming, especially, you know, you give him a hero that's amazing at farming like Gyro, you know he's going to be fine. So, yeah, that's good. I think it's going to be a long haul, LD, a long haul.
Yeah, this has the makings of a more passive game as far as Mouse's lineup goes, but if you're Fnatic, you do not want to sit back and trade. When you're up against Tinker, Naga, if you let the Naga get to level 6, oh, we're having to die bottom lane. Koikva in trouble, No Tail coming in, he's got a level 1 soul assumption, needs one more hit to get this kill, actually make it 2. He's juking into the trees, No Tail's probably giving up the first blood the other way, no, he gets it. Then he pays with his life. They're going to lose 2, though. Trixie to fall as well. Double kill for Pos. And it's actually 2-1 right now, because that was a deny earlier for Mousesports top lane.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they got the first blood, Pyrian. They got the
Yeah.
first blood.
And there you go. I guess you know, that's the first blood. I guess. Wait, why was it? Oh yeah, because of the deny. Because of the deny. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah. Without that pause, I don't think that happens. But it's unfortunate. It is what it is. And now for Fnatic, that they can't be trading like that. If they're getting a tower as well, that's okay. First blood, it's an alright trade, but they don't want to continue to make those trades. They really need to get some pressure up in the mid game, like around the 10 to 15 minute mark. That's where Fnatic want to start pushing towers. They have to do it before Tinker gets his boots of travel, before Puck gets the blink dagger. They've got a window here, I would say up until 20 minutes or so, but you go beyond that, and then they'll need things like mech as well as pipe, and even though they have a decent ganking lineup, Mouse just have so many ways to disengage. Puck is hard to lock down. Naga can just song and walk away. Bane can self-sleep to buy time, and eventually Blackwell is BKB. So.
Yeah. Tinker is going to stack these Ancients for a triple stack and then farm them. So, yeah. I think maybe, well, what are they going to do? They've got smoke. I wonder if No-Tail was just thinking about setting up a gank here. But he's just kind of chilling there.
Yeah, level 4 Visage is not the best smoke anchor. Generally...
No, if he was with some friends.
Yeah, the problem is his friend is a level 3 fly on the Windrunner who doesn't offer much of his own either. They don't really have the best roaming supports. Their supports are really strong in the lane, but if you want to roam, you'd much rather have things like Shadow Demon, Rubik, and then Alina follow-up, Twin-Headed Dragon, some good AoE lockdown, some good bursts, which they're a bit lacking on.
Once he gets his familiars, though, they're great at pushing. So so they've gone for, like you said, DK's good at pushing, Prophet good at pushing.
Coil
Mid.
mid. Hani getting aggressive here. He might be in trouble, though. The coil is about to break. Hani's going to break it on the flip side. Doesn't run away runs away a bit too soon, I should say. Now they're diving. However, Fata, taking a lot of damage, will be forced back.
Just top Black got killed by...
and now an Infest Bomb. They want to finish off Fata into the creep, but gets slept. Fata's going to live. Oh, Fnatic. Really frustrated every turn, but as you were pointing out. They did at least get the kill on Black.
Yeah.
So, not too bad for them. Not killing Tinker, though. He's getting closer and closer to his boots of travel. The Puck living. Has the treads now. All sorts of alarms and crying and shenanigans going off at the
I'm
Flax
sorry
residence.
about this. It's baby's dinner time, so the kids have to eat. They got to eat, LD. What kind of animal are you?
Screw the kids.
Monster.
We got Dota to cast here, Pyrian.
Oh, by the way, coming around the back here, look, you said they weren't great at smoke ganking, but what if you have Lifestealer?
Yeah, Lifestealer, however, is. He's got phase boots up, though. Isolate Cinder right before he hits level 6. Now the stun to fly. This is perfect for Fnatic. Just
another BM pause? What is up?
This isn't BM. This is just somebody sponsor these guys an internet connection. My goodness.
Yeah, jeez. Well, I feel their pain. My internet connection sucks.
So are you rooting for Mouse now since they didn't actually pick PL?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and Visage is DC as well. Visage. Trixie has overtaken this Tinker and well, in fact, he's top of the heap in terms of last hits, so he's having a great time. He's been farming the jungle with his trees while he goes and farms the lane. That's pretty tight. I wish I could do that. Lifesteal is DC as well. They're all going. It's a walkout.
I can't get over the cacophony of sounds in the P-Flax residence.
LD. I did warn you.
No, it's very entertaining. But yeah, so for Fnatic, this is the kind of style they want to play. Basically, take a lot of early engagements, fight before Naga hits level 6, before Tinker gets Boots of Travel, before Puck is Blink Dagger. So as long as they keep this up, they're in decent position. They don't want to back off, get too defensive, because if they do, then Mouse get their core items. Then these pushes become a lot harder to execute in the mid game. So I really like the way they're playing. They should keep on doing this, and they might even be able to pressure a tier 1 top. I don't know if they'll actually be able to take it. They don't have the Dragon Knight ult online right now, which is an important pushing ability for them. They don't have Visage's level 6. That's something they really do need to secure, but they can pressure top a bit, force a few TPs, and then back off. So basically for Fnatic, keep on being aggressive. If you're Mouse, just hang on.
Do you know what, LD? I'm excited because I've just checked. I have more wins on my Dota account than Cinderin does. He has 590. I have 599. What does that tell you?
Tells me that Cinderin's a noob and you're a pro.
Exactly. I should be playing. What does he know about Dota? Jeez.
Jesus. They'll actually back off the top lane, though, just sending some Trance in to pull the wave back. And they'll rotate Hani back to mid, so Fnatic content with their gains top lane. Now the score 4-2. Actually 3-2 because of that self-deny. We'll go back to farming.
Yeah, Black gonna kill some trees.
Oh,
We're very cheekily blocking the Buck in there. That's good. That's great use of trees. I find I forget to use my trees sometimes. You find them wandering around, looking kind of pitifully lost. Sad trees.
Trees don't have emotions, period. Stop drinking that sauce. He didn't like that apparently. P-Flex has gone dark. He's gone silent.
Sorry, I mute it because there's a baby crying here.
It's okay. Mid lane will have a stun on Fata. He's caught out, surrounded by the dragons. Triple dragon action for you. Fata's low. The breathe fire's there. Oh, he actually gets him on the flip side. Phase shifting just a split second early. This dragon's big and he's bad. And in comes Fly as well. Dragon Tail to Fly. Could be a 2-hero shackle. Fly, not going to bother with it. Settles just for Pos. Black's joined the fight, but it's too late. It's a triple kill for Hani. Everybody living. Trixie limping back to base. And now we're going to see a tier 1 push mid.
That was huge. Triple kill, especially on a guy like Hani, who, like you said, it's tough going against Puck when Fata's Puck was so good. But he's got 45 last hits, and just got a triple kill. So he's sitting on 1,400 gold. That is nice.
So the good news for Mouse is they managed to hang on. They don't actually lose the tower mid. For their lineup, holding on to towers is super important, because as long as they have towers and Cinderin has level 6, which he should have soon, they can always TP in and Song if anybody's getting ganked. And through that, look to get out safely. Even if it's a lifestealer who's raged, you can net him as well. So as long as they hold on to their towers, they can turtle much more effectively. And now they have the boots of travel on Tinker. While that was happening, though, they did lose the tier 1 top. Not really ideal for them. The way Fnatic's playing is, I think, putting them at a slight advantage, but Mouse have the kind of lineup that getting 1 or 2 towers, getting a couple kills isn't enough. You've got to constantly stop them from stacking the Ancients, take a lot of outer towers, and don't let Black, Fanta, or Quakefo farm, which is still a tall order.
It's scary as well because I'm not saying that Fnatic are gonna let up, but when you find yourself in these positions at my kind of level, you think, oh, we've got this, and you kind of ease off a bit. You know what I mean? You sort of let off the accelerator. And I think Fnatic realize that, like you said, they cannot do that because the late game potential of the Mouse lineup is just too strong. Yeah, it's pretty much all those heroes are good in the late game, like all of them.
Yeah, even a hero like Bane is fantastic late game. Their supports are great late game. Fnatic's heroes, the Visage, the Windrunner, are still decent late game heroes, but not necessarily useful against the Gyro with the BKB.
Not terrifying, not utterly terrifying late game.
Yeah, Mousesports, if this goes late and they're not really far behind, I would give them the edge. Also, they're on the Dire side, so they'll have better Roshan control, and they're a team that if they get an Aegis on probably the Gyrocopter can be much more aggressive about their fight selection. So for the time being, it's 12.5, but it's a 2.5k gold lead for Fnatic, about a 2k experience lead. A decent lead. I think for them, they'd much rather see this more like a 5 to 8k lead, and more importantly, they want to take the tier 1 mid and the tier 1 bottom. That's their next objective, whether it's a smoke gank, whether they group as 3 or 4. I don't think they should group as 5, but they do want to start pushing soon. Problem is, Tinker's got Max March and his boots of travel, so pushing is hard.
It's the worst, isn't it? Fighting into Max March, it's just like I said, they've got so much anti-fun in the team, like the March, the song.
They almost had a PL for a while though, so count your blessings, Tyrion.
Yeah, that's true.
Quit your bitching.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm kidding. It's true though.
Is a horrible spell.
Didn't you say you were excited? Like you're like, oh, Tinker, cool.
Yeah, he is, but then when he goes March, I mean, that means he's going to be doing the very steady Eddie March version, rather than running around firing missiles at people and lasering them in the face.
We need more pew pew pew. Less.
Exactly. That's the fun Tinker, not the steady sort of march of communism across Eastern Europe.
Did you just call Tinker a communist?
Basically, March of the Machines. It feels like a.
He's a robot.
Like a McCarthy era anti-communist film that they would have shown in school. The March of the Machines. Beware the red.
Dum bum 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 bum.
Even as we speak, communist forces are massing on the East German border. Yeah, that kind of thing. I'm not reading into this.
The Germans are coming. The Germans are coming. Actually, I guess it's the Russians, but yeah.
Yes.
Either way. So Fnatic, they'll continue farming in the jungle. They have now their level 7 on No Tail. They've got Prophet working towards actually a Shadow Blade. So I mentioned they could push pretty well early, but now that Tinker already is March and Boots of Travel, March Max, they should say, it's hard. So they'll go back to just trying to win in terms of farm. They have been stacking the Ancients. We can compare what Mouse has been doing there, and they were stacking as well. Tinker just cleared a set off. So both teams using the Ancients effectively, farming at least 2 to 3 lanes. Black working towards his BKB, I imagine will be his next item, and indeed it will. I think overall I give Mouse a slight edge in this situation, but it's all about the timing. If Fnatic get the Shadow Blade, then they start setting up ganks. If they get a mech on fly in the mid game and then start going for kills, that's fine. But they don't just want to sit back and farm like this all day.
Puck is about to buy a Blink Dagger. He's 20 gold away. I'm nervous because I've been in this position many times and then died. And it's a long wait to get back to the Blink Dagger. It's such a huge chunk of change.
And there he has it. So now fighting into Mouse just got exponentially more difficult. You've got to fight through March spam. You've got to fight through a Blink Dagger Puck. This is what I mentioned earlier in the game as far as strategic. Oh, we could see some trouble here for Koikfa. TP's in mid, maybe a bit too far, but now your Song deployed. Double familiar stun, trying to avoid the engagement. Here comes the call down. Here comes the AoE. Trixie on the run. Trixie in trouble. Trixie. Oh, man. He's not dead yet, but he should be. There's a net from Cinder, and they'll pick him off. While that was happening, they got 3, or 2 on the side, so 3 total.
Yeah, Hani tried to run. He took a heap of damage in the middle there. I think that the second cooldown rocket maybe hit him.
And that was without a Dream Coil, without the Puck Blink Dagger. That's what I mean when I say you do not want to let Mouse get their core items, because once you do, it is really hard to fight into them. Also, just wasn't the best engagement for Fnatic, because they all got caught really close to the tower, kind of clumped up. Great response by Mousesports, though. Abusing or taking advantage of the strength of their lineup and just patiently waiting for the right moment there. Black dropping pretty low to a soul assumption here, but now they're going to grip No-Tail. Low ground to high ground. Pause actually just up the cliff, and they'll find a No-Tail kill as well. Call it 4 heroes dead in that particular engagement.
Yeah.
He died, then he respawned, TP'd and died again. They won't get a tower yet, but yeah. Fnatic are the ones who need to be winning these engagements, not losing them. If they're trading with Mouse, that is a huge advantage to Mouse.
Yeah, huge. That was really bad. I think they crossed the river and they must have just thought, look, we can get this. But then of course you've got Song and you've got all the they've got initiation and counter initiation with the heroes they've got. So very, very tough. Good cooldown as well.
I think the biggest thing that impressed me there was the fact that Synderen used Song of the Siren offensively. Because I've been casting a lot of Asian Dota, and some of these players do tend to hold on to the Song for the last possible second. If you have a good AoE teamfight lineup and you see the enemy team remotely grouped up, use the Song of the Siren and go in. And they did it, and you see the results. They get 3 kills, then they find a 4th. Impressive play for Mouse.
Look how tough Fata is to catch there. He went in and...
Oh, he could be in trouble. This is a long way to dive, though. The Dragon Tail will catch him, but he's going to phase shift, dodge the killing blow on the Soul Assumption. Now Prophet comes in. They really want their Fata. He's going to orb out of the march. He's still alive for the time being. And now Trixie dropping pretty quickly. Oh, Power Shot is there. They just can't kill this Puck. Now the Shackle to Fly, Koikfa on the run. They are going to get a tier 1 mid, it looks. But, man, they are really having to work to get these kills. Synderen, no ultimate yet. When the Song is down, that's your time to go for Fnatic.
And Lifestealer got it. Lifestealer did get it, which was, I think that's nice.
Jesus, this guy is the Houdini. You can't kill Fata. This is where
he all walked like an inch there to dodge something. You know, just great timing.
He also, when he orbed over to the right here, there was a power shot that came like in the river near Roshan. There's a power shot that looked like it came right through his body, but didn't kill him. So, yeah, I don't know how that happened. He wasn't phase shifty at that point, but Fata,
sometimes around the stairs, I find it can be a little funky about a line. You know what I mean? Like a straight line. It looks like it should hit, but it's kind of, I don't know if there's a sort of difference in the levels or something, because I've had that before sometimes where you think, oh man, how did that miss? Like a hook shot from Clock or something, you think, well, that went straight through him. But in fact, I think there might be an elevation difference. I don't know, maybe it's something like that.
Yeah, part of it might just be the camera perspective, because it's not an isometric game, right? It's an actual 3D engine, so people who are used to Warcraft 3 might just be used to kind of a different camera perspective, and thus get like that's what happens with shackle shots a lot of the times. Is it looks like it's BS, but then I've seen quite a few people like review supposedly broken shackles, and if you like look at where the hero shadows are, like where they actually are on the ground, they generally do line up, and they're like just inside the constraints of what should be possible.
Yeah, it's one of the side effects
mind games.
It's true 3D.
So for Fnatic, they need to start finding some engagements. They got the tower mid, that was decent for them, but taking 2 outer towers at 20 minutes against a Tinker, a Puck with a Blink Dagger, and a Gyro, to me doesn't feel like enough. So I would like to see them try and force some more engagements. If they can bait out Marks of the Machines or just kill Naga, or not Marks of the Machines, Song of the Siren, then they can really take some aggressive fights. When the song's up, they have to be careful not to group. But if they can force the Naga to use it defensively, or if it's just down for whatever reason. Here we go, though. They've caught two. This could be bad. Cinderin is on point so far. Familiars hunting it for the time being. Where's the follow-up? Fata's here. Drops the silence, but gets stunned by the Familiars. Now the grip goes through an era. Dropping fast. He'll take a fall. And it's a BKB Dragonite trying to fight it out against the entire enemy team. There's no net for Cinderin. He's on the run. Breathe Fire cooling down, still running. This Naga trying to slither away. Nice defensive sleep, but Breathe Fire's there. Hani's going to find the kill. And now Black comes in very low. He might go down. He pops the magic stick. He runs for the hills. Trixie's there on the backside, though. The chaotic fight's really working for Fnatic. And now Pa's in trouble. Fata trying to clean up Trixie on the backside. It looks like Trixie's going to go down. Hani with the double kill. Absolute chaos and destruction all across the board. And Koikfa in the end will pick up a kill in no-tail as well. I honestly can't even tell you what the body count was, but it looked like 7 or 8 kills possibly that fight.
Well, they were on. I think they were on 6-6. So 8. 7. Sorry. Yeah. So 7 deaths.
Did anyone buy
Hani
back?
coming around the back invisible. That was the key.
Jesus.
Surprised the hell out of a man in a helicopter.
Yeah, and
how often does a dragon do that?
The BKB was pretty big there as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
How does a dragon sneak up on you?
Yeah, you're in a helicopter. But yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
You should be able to see him. Speaking of that helicopter, Black doesn't actually have his BKB yet. If he had it in that fight, I think it would have gone a lot differently. They really need the BKB on him. And I think the other big thing was that they didn't catch 3 or 4 heroes in the song. They only caught 2. They only caught 2, and also the heroes that they caught, the team wasn't there yet. The last fight when they set up mid, there were 3 or 4 heroes caught in this area, and everybody from Mouse was already there. So they start spamming March. Fata gets in position to throw out his nukes, and Pas can set up his Fiend's Grip. In this fight, they songed, but nobody had TP'd in yet. So by the time Mouse actually got to the tower, the song was almost over, and Fnatic just had that chaotic fight. That's what Fnatic wants. They want the chaotic fight from Mouse. They want the orderly one. They want everyone grouped, and basically they want all their ducks in a row so they can knock them down.
Orb of Venom on Lifestealer. Is that totally legit, or is he looking to build it into a scatty or what? Because I that's not something that I see people buy on Lifestealer all that often. What's the deal?
Yeah,
like, generally speaking, I don't see people buying it all that often at all.
We'll have to hold that thought because they found Fata in the river, and can he blink away? That's the question. Already Trixie cutting off the path of retreat. He tries to blink out, won't be able to, but Trixie's ran up the hill. He wanted to cut off the path of retreat, but unfortunately he's walked into a Fiend's Grip. However, they do have Hani here, and he's hitting hard. They're going to bring down a few. Now the coil deployed Black. No ultimate. He already used it, and Hani BKB's up and looks to go. Black dropping fast. He's shackled to the trees. He'll take a spill, and now Mouse, a headlong retreat, taking these small-scale engagements, just not what the doctor ordered for them. Still on the run is Fata. The courier's going to fall as well. Bit of miss micro here from Mousesports, really crumbling. It feels under the face of this onslaught from Fnatic. On the backside, though, Koikfa will clean up Fly support Windrunner. But they've lost their Gyro, they've lost their Naga, and they may yet lose Fata's Puck as well. Now, looks like he'll be okay.
Gyro just got his BKB. If they killed him like a minute earlier, he would have lost a lot of the gold that he had set aside for it. But
yeah, but another fight where he didn't get to use it.
Still, Tinker, Gyro, Puck, top 3 farm. And everything you said about the late game, I mean, these are great for Fnatic, but it's still only 14-12. Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. They have got 3 towers, which is great, but the farm on Mouse is just that much better.
Yeah, for the time being, it's a 2k gold lead for Fnatic. It's a 1k experience lead for Mouse. So it's basically dead even in terms of the stats. The one concern is that Black has been dying a lot. Already 3 deaths on him, and he's pretty much all of their physical damage late game. This is a total support Naga. So I still think Mouse has to be slightly concerned. If it was, say, the Tinker or the Puck dying after they already have their basic items, I think they're okay, but they do have a Tinker, so they can stall the game pretty well. Fnatic not out of the woods yet. They haven't taken the tier 2s. They haven't taken Roche. Their key objectives are complete map control. In order to do that, they really want to sight the Vice on the Prophet, which is a long way off, it seems, for Trixie.
Shadowblade on the DK.
Yeah, this is just to punish the Tinker, who wants to be split pushing, as well as, Black, who wants to be farming the jungle by himself. The tier 1s are down for Mouse, so anything that helps you find pickoffs and then push after that is exactly what Fnatic wants. And Shadowblade Dragonite, this is a great way to make Tinker and Puck very sad.
God, yeah. Because, I mean, we saw a minute ago when he was able to sneak up on the Gyro. He was terrifying. Sneaks up, hits you, BKB. What are you going to do? Not much.
You're going to die.
They're gonna try and take a tower top here. For their first tower of the game, actually.
Yeah, they're grouped up as 5 for the time being. 5 heroes pushing the top lane for Mousesports. They are looking for their first tier 1 of the game. However, Will Fnatic look to defend this? Nobody here yet, but they're marching towards the lane. Unfortunately, oh, here comes to the backside. It's going to be a teleport in from Trixie. He's thinking about going. Familiars come in to start things off. Trixie's here. He's got a double damage rune and a lifesteal. That's quite a payload to be packing. Hani's coming in. There's no sentry wards. They already knew about the Prophet Shadowblade. They didn't know about the DK one. Unfortunately, the Song is not going to save them from big, bad Hani. BK beat up. Frost Dragon already. We're only 25 minutes in. Such an early Frost Dragon. Now the chase is on. Black on the run, and the tree line Cinder looks to TP away, and the chase continues. They want Black. I think they're going to get him too. He's going to have to BKB and TP soon. He doesn't BKB. He thinks he's safe, and he is very, very wrong. That's going to be Black on the sidelines as well. Still yet to use his BKB this game.
Hani dominating. He's doing great.
They were just
8-1-5.
They actually had sentry wards, but they weren't in the right spot. They were placing them in front of themselves, and they really needed a sentry like off into the jungle. Just not expecting the backstab from Fnatic. Their ward vision.
That's the second time he's done it too. He's come around the back twice.
Yeah, they also didn't have rune vision, so great job by Fnatic abusing the fact that Mouse weren't prepared. But if you're Mousesports now, they really desperately need to have sentries on all sides if they're looking to push, or a gem. And the thing is, they're all dying so much that I don't know if they'll be able to hold on to a gem.
Yeah. I guess you put it on the. What do you put it on the?
Maybe the puck, but if Fata gets...
I was gonna say the puck, but I mean, yeah, because he's so tough to kill anyway, and he's good for initiating stuff, you know, Dream Coil, etc. So, yeah, you could put it on the puck. He's quick, you know, he's mobile. You could put it on Naga Siren as well. If you know, she's tough to kill. She's got the net and everything. Yeah, tough to call.
You know, the amazing thing is that Koikva, off-lane Tinker, is 4-1-4. The heroes that are dying are the heroes you'd think would be more survivable. The puck, the gyro. Koikva just hasn't gotten picked off, so he's got a Sight Device, 26 minutes in, as well as a Blink Dagger, Soul Rain, Bottle, Boots of Travel. Basically, about as good farm as you could ever expect from a Tinker, especially for the off-lane. I mean, this is a really impressive performance.
170. It's just disgusting.
And now for Fnatic, this is where they really need that Sight Device on Prophet, because otherwise, they don't have a whole lot of ways to gank Koikva. Like, sure, you've got a Shadowblade Dragon Knight. Problem is he can't be everywhere, so you have to just guess where the Tinker's going next, and that can be hard. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hani on the prowl. Look at this guy strutting his stuff.
Yeah. I wonder if they don't, do they have any sentries? Yeah, they've got a stack of sentries now on Paz.
Yeah, after that last fight, they're like, we're not getting caught unawares again.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Fool me twice.
Shame on me.
Really be ashamed.
Yeah, there's a net on Fly. Now Fata jumps in. Unfortunately, he didn't know Hani was here. BKB deployed. Once again, Fata dropping low. Can he phase shift out? He's got it. He's not using it yet. There's your Fiend's Grip on Hani, holding in position. It's 4 heroes surrounding the Dragon Knight. They haven't brought him down yet. Now Koikva in trouble. Defensively slept. Buying him some time. Era giving chase. Can Koikva blink out? The Blink Dagger's cooling down. I think he's going to be able to do it. He lasers Era. He buys some time, and he will blink away. Now rearming, trying to run. He'll escape, and now to the middle lane. Where's Cinderin? A one-man Naga support army trying to hunt him down. Era, scythed up. In a bit of trouble here. We'll TP out. So when it's all said and done, they lose a Dragon Knight, they lose a Prophet, and they get absolutely zilch, I want to say.
Yeah,
Did Black
didn't
buy
get
back?
anything out of that.
Yeah, no.
I felt like a good initiation, but and they're probably going to lose mid. Mid is down to 146 health, so there's the they're going to go take mid tower now. So these towers are sort of they're having a fight for them. I mean, that's a fight top and a fight mid for both towers. They are really Fnatic are really trying to stop Mouse get these, but that was not a great fight for them.
The thing about Mouse's draft was it was never intended to win the lanes. Their whole point of their draft was just to get to the mid game intact. As long as Puck gets an early Blink Dagger or Tinker gets an early Boots of Travel, there's just not much you can do to stop them from split pushing, from farming, and unless they get picked off repeatedly, well, there's not a whole lot you can do.
This ancient stack, by the way.
Oh,
Gyro
that's so bad.
Really low.
Yeah, stealing that many ancients, this is, for Fnatic, they really need the item advantage, and in order to get that, you need to farm your stacked ancients. But unfortunately, well, that gold goes the way of Mouse, and P-Flex, dare I say it, look at the gold graph now. Oh, Fata in trouble, he's on the run. Trixie giving chase. Can't kill him by himself, though. The ult plinks through. He had that one last Shadowblade auto attack, but didn't decide to go for it.
No, I think he was worried. I mean, you never know. If you get netted, I think also if you look at Trixie's score in the game, he's 1-5-10. I think he's a little worried about dying too many times and falling too far behind, but he's still doing okay on the farm. He's the top farmer on Fnatic, but he has died 5 times.
Yeah. And now Mouse are getting close to some big items. Butterfly will be next for Black. He's got the Eagle Horn up. The Puck working towards a Sight Device of his own. They already have one on the Tinker. Now he works towards probably a Force Staff. Fnatic have some heroes that you can kite to some extent, like the Life Stealer. So I wouldn't mind a Force Staff here. If he wants to go Dagon, wouldn't mind that too much either. I like my Dagons, but we'll see.
Yeah, just saying, look at the gold graph. It's an M for mouse. That's what the shape of it is now. So it's swung around.
That is a very dysfunctional, M period.
It's an M. It's a hey, you know, it's a pretty good M.
Maybe that's the best M your kid can do. I expect better out of Mouse though.
Yeah.
He's a grown man. Come on now.
Yeah, that's true. I could do a better M than that, I promise.
I saw you're actually a legitimate artist. Bruno was shocked. He was flaming you.
I could draw a building now and again, but yeah, I can't draw people. You're in. I'm doing a Pugna video, and there's an LD in it, so you'll get to see a drawing of LD. Black in big trouble, but
yeah.
BKB,
The Dragon Tail already used, and he'll be able to get away. Now Hani's the one in trouble. Sights up once, sights up again, lasered and rocketed as well. He just can't get out of the constant lockdown. However, they have rotated in. That's a 2-hero familiar stun. Grip on Era holds him in position, but there's no follow-up. Fata needs to get the hell out of dodge, and now Pasta's going to fall as well. They get the Dragon Knight, but they're going to lose 3 for it. Not a great trade, and a gem. And that's what Fnatic need, because now they have the map control advantage with a gem.
Yeah. They can go around and D-ward. They just took out 3. I mean, Puck's down for a minute. Tinker's down for 40 seconds. They should get it. Well, actually, no, they're just going to go farm. I guess they're not going to do the pubby thing and just go run for a tower.
Okay, so that was really bad for Mouse. Because the other thing is that Fnatic have 2 Shadowblade heroes, and they had this gem specifically so they don't get jumped. Now they don't have a gem. And actually, they can't buy one for 8 minutes.
The only thing is it is on Windrunner, so you could kill her, I think. She's killable.
If she's on her own. We'll see if she is. Well, there is an observer
her
here.
items. She's going back. Yeah.
This is bad.
Gonna be tricky.
They really need that gem.
They've got to get that back. Yeah, they've got to get that. There's the side of ice on Nature's Prophet, so that's also good for Fnatic. Sudden turnaround.
Yeah, now things get a bit harder for the Tinker as well, because now there's a Shadowblade Prophet with a Scythe. I mentioned how Dragon Knight isn't really... It's hard for him to gank the Tinker, because he can't be everywhere, but Prophet can. So if Prophet sees you split pushing, he Shadowblades in, he Scythes you, and then Dragon Knight's able to get in range in time, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
So, Pyrian, the PL pickers that weren't PL pickers, your friends on Mousesports, well, 16 to 19. I still think it's... Tactically, I would favor their position slightly, but I'm just concerned that they're not... They need a lot more farm on black. That's the big issue for me.
Yeah, I mean, he's only 3 last hits behind Tinker, but he has been fighting quite a bit, and he has died 4 times.
Oh, no.
So,
Look at this. 5 heroes smoked up, shadowbladed up, infested up, trying to set up a kill bottom.
Yeah. The infested TP should not be allowed. That should be like taking vegetables on an intercontinental flight. You're not allowed to do it.
I don't even know what to say to that. Shadowblade, or rather Invisrun for Hani. He's on the prowl. They're trying to locate Mouse. Mouse, however, clustered up. Pretty isolated. Fata isn't, however. There's your fresh, shiny Scythe device, and Fata, the puck, will get picked off near the top rune. Now Mousesports losing a key teamfight here, and this is Q for Fnatic, either to go towards Roche or to push mid, and they ping the Roche. They want the big boy. And
yeah,
they might just
they
get
do.
him.
Who doesn't? He hasn't died yet this game. He's been sitting there all juicy.
There's no buyback on puck. Just got his Scythe device.
Now, the Aegis is... I saw someone made one. Did you see that? It's like a shield. I thought the Aegis was Roche's heart or something like that. But there was a... I saw a picture of someone that made one out of metal. It's like a metal shield called the Aegis.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure. It looks like a heart. Okay, we're going to have an engagement. We'll have to hold that thought, period. Yeah. In comes the March. Roche dropping low. Fnatic will claim it. And now Mouse are going to beat a hasty retreat. Well, they wanted to contest, but they really can't take a fight without puck. They maybe could have tried to song and snipe the Aegis, but Lifestealer raged beforehand, so you weren't going to be able to song him. A little bit too risky.
Yeah.
And now that...
How close are they to Butterfly? Let me see. He's got the Eagle Song. Well,
he's pretty close. He's about 800. Gold. Yeah, 700, 800 gold away. And the thing is, he still needs a damage item after that, because the carries of Fnatic are pretty tanky. Lifestealer with Aegis and Armlet, Sanjin Yasha. Hani now up to 2,600 gold. Butterfly Gyro doesn't really hit all that hard. Not against tanky strength carries like this.
And 21 armor, too. I mean, 22, sorry. What would you get? I mean, he's got nearly 3,000 gold. What is his next item here? AC?
For Hani? Yeah, I think AC is the way to go. The minus armor is great. It helps you to push, and it keeps your whole team tankier. You're up against Gyro. It's mass AoE physical damage. They're going to make a go on Fada top lane. There's your Dragon Tail to start. Shadowblade City. But here comes your song. It'll allow Mouse to disengage and maybe turn the tides of this engagement. They've got access to a Dream Coil if they want to pop it. Cinder creates some illusions. Then he backs off now as Scythe comes through. Onto Hani. Are they going to look to burst him down? They've gripped him as well. Where's the stuns to counter this initiation? There's none. You better be prepared. If you go on Mouse, you better take them all. They could lose an Aegis here. They could lose Era twice. In fact, dare I say it, I think they will if he's not able to race away. He's on the run. The net's cooling down, however. A long-range net from Cinderin will spell his doom. Can he get in range? He's still hunting. He's still chasing. And it looks like he won't be able to. Some beautiful familiar stuns allow him to get out of dodge. And that could have been a total disaster.
Yeah, that really could have. As it is, I think it was kind of ambitious to go on Fata there. I mean, I know they had the Nature's Prophet, and it was nice, but they didn't have any vision on the other on Mouse's jungle. I think it was risky. Oh, it might have been worth it. It would have been a great.
Oh yeah, Dagon for our Tinker.
Oh man! Oh, look at this quad item purchase. Dagon 2 straight away, Butterfly and a Basher all bought at the same time.
So now the Butterfly becomes really important, not as an offensive item, but just to help him avoid getting bashed. Because if he gets bashed once, he's probably dead. And I actually love the fact that Koikva's going for Dagon, because Fnatic have very tanky heroes, but once the BKBs wear off, well, then the Dagon can reign supreme. Same for the Rage as well.
And they'll get bursted down just like everybody else.
If you go late enough, E-Blade Dagon Tinker is one of the hardest carries in the game. Like, you can insta-give almost anyone. And Fnatic are now on the run.
He's got with the rearmed Scythe of Vice as well. He could just... Yeah, that's tough.
And he's getting that farm. Now they'll find No-Tail. He's trying to TP out. He gets caught, scythed up. Yeah, if you get caught on your own by Mouse, there is no running from Chain Scythe.
No. It is weird to see lasers in this game. I still can't quite get over it. I love it, though. But
it's like, it's got this fantasy vibe to it, like Lord of the Rings creeps and stuff. And
it's like Game of Thrones and suddenly someone pulls out a lightsaber. You'd be like, hold on. This was not in the book.
So the worst part for Fnatic now is that when this was their first Roach of the game. They want to be using this to take all the tier 2s and basically starve Mouse. What they don't want to be doing is dying and then being forced onto the defensive. The good news is they still have their gem. They still have the Aegis, but they need to pick a fight soon. They've only got a few minutes left. Mouse are actually the aggressors here. They're going to take the first tier 2 of the game, and this is the scary thing for Fnatic. It's very hard for them to split push. Mouse, a little bit risky, but Fnatic, they're very reliant on these Shadowblade initiations, and they're actually going to make it go now. Era, Scythed up, can't get off any sort of spell yet. Shackles there, won't connect. Now BKB from Black binds some time. The Psalm will clip a few. Do they look to continue to fight? They'll end that Psalm now. They'll go in on Era. He gets zapped. Aegis down. Pew, pew, pew. Now asleep onto Trixie, trying to chase down Fata. Can't quite do it. And now the turnaround comes. Era on the run. Rage and forced to run. He's just not able to really get into this fight. Trixie on the run as well. Pos giving chase. It's two sides. The Benny Hill music goes as both teams just chasing on opposite sides of the world. Black isolated, but maybe it's Dara who is. He gets scythed up. He gets zapped down. Now onto Trixie. Zap, zip, zoom. Can they get some more? Tani chasing Black, trying to bring him down. This Dragon Knight's got some punch. They will bring down Black. Now they stun Pos. And however, Tinker comes back in. Koikva unloads on Hani. If they don't focus him down, he's going to come right back and look to do it again. They'll bring down Cinderin. That's going to be 4 heroes. It looks like Cinderin should fall in the end, and now Koikva will be forced to run. He's got his Blink Dagger. He'll blink north, he'll get away. Yeah.
That's it. We've had a couple of fights that just seem to roll and roll and
there was
roll.
like 20 there was like 20 different points of engagement there. I had no idea where to put the camera. There was heroes running this direction. Black was getting chased over here. There was then the Tinker on the backside sniping.
Yeah.
The fight started here. I just don't know, Piran.
Oh man.
I don't know what
it's
to
like
say.
long periods of foreplay and then, bouts of extremely out there.
That's like if the bed breaks in the middle of having sex.
And you just carry on anyway.
Yeah, you carry on anyway, but there's still like, your world gets completely upended at that point. Yeah. And now...
You've broken many beds in your time, LD?
I've broken a handful.
I've broken my share of beds.
Haven't we all? And Koikva is going to steal some Ancients during this time. I got to say, he's playing a phenomenal Tinker. If it wasn't for Koikva, this game probably would be over. 7-2-8, barely dying. He might end up being their hard carry this game. And this is where maybe you really go for a Lincoln Sphere after you complete your Dagon 5, you complete your E-Blade. Because all of the initiation Fnatic is single target. So if they can't Dragon Tail him, if they can't Scythe him, it might give him just enough time to blink out and turn the tides of these fights.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think if you're someone like that, look at the initiation that Fnatic have got. I'm just trying to look at the spells they'd actually have that would like knock him out. Dragon Tail, I guess Shackle Shot.
Yeah, it's like they just need that initial. If they get the initial stun off, then he's gonna die because they can follow up
with.
with.
If they can't, he's basically fine. So yeah, I think Linkens would probably be a good shout.
Yeah, of course. We're talking about Lincoln Sphere. He's still got to complete his Dagon 5. He needs one more recipe for that. Then he'll need his E-Blade for maximum deeps, and then he can go for.
Thing is,
Lincoln.
sorry about that.
Jesus.
I apologize. She's just finished dinner and she's gobbing off.
Gobbing off, indeed.
She's gobbing off. She's a loud one, LB. She's probably the loudest baby in the universe.
I don't know if that's possible.
Well, she is.
But she is pretty loud. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is game 1 of a best of 3, and it's turning out to be a doozy already. 40 minutes in, your kill score, 24-20. Fnatic are leading in terms of kills. In terms of gold and experience, they have a slight edge in gold, about a 3k gold lead, and about a 10k experience lead, which isn't that big of a deal at this point. It's the Corsair Summer Tour 2013, brought to you by Beyond the Summit. And I do want to mention, once again, that there is a Dota TV as well as computer giveaway. For more information on that, head over to gc.corsair.com. Perrin, your baby can enter too. For your chance to win.
I think she, by the sounds of it, she's really excited by the idea of that.
She's like, oh, free hardware. I love it. So, Mousesports, they'll push in the bottom lane now. Looks like they don't necessarily want to defend at this point. They definitely don't want to defend when Fnatic are set up under their tower. You can't TP in Song. And it looks like the tier 2 is going to fall bottom. The question is, who's going to blink first in this game of chicken? There's a glyph up. There's a glyph up on the Dire side. There is no glyph on the Radiant. So Fnatic, they'll take a tier 2 top, and then they're going to have to back. Wow, really? Koikfa fakes the TP on top. Didn't think there was any way he'd actually go there, and he's not. Fnatic will take the tower. If they try to base trade, this is not going to end well for them. Here comes your teleport. The Prophet, the first one to join, actually make it Koikfa. And now the Song, the disengage. Mousesports, it's still not a level 3 Song, but March is there. They're looking to fight. They've got Dream Coil. They've got the Scythe. Will they go in or will they back off? A little bit of indecision. Looks like in the end they'll back off.
Offering them the option there because that was a great song, and I think he was just like, "Are we gonna go? Are we gonna go?" And they was like, "Nope, we're not."
They're hunting Trixie. Blinking forward is Koikfa. Blink, blink, rearm, blink, and then blink some more, but won't be able to find him.
Still got the gem on Windrunner, of course, and she's now got a push stick, which is she's good. This is the kind of stuff I get on Windrunner.
Oh, Fata, he's been a little too cheeky for his own good. He jumped up the hill, however, he'll be able to phase shift now. He's got a haster and a blink dagger. He can't blink out in time. Oh, that was very questionable blink from Fata. His Tinker TPing out, the rest of his team retreating, and then he decides he wants to go be a man. Well, Trixie's waiting.
And there goes their gem number 2 that they've lost. So.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he just got a new gem. I was about to mention that, actually. So.
Yeah, so that's not great.
Did they actually see it? What did they do with it? I guess the courier picked it up? Yeah, the courier picked it up, it looks like.
Yeah, in base. There it is. The Panda's got it. He's all over it, LD. Don't worry.
Captain Bamboo's got it. He's on the case. Fnatic, they'll push in the middle lane now. No, they'll rotate bottom. So not only do they lose a gem there, they might lose the next Roshan, because Puck's dead for 40 seconds. Roche doesn't respawn in a minute. And Fnatic are going to have much better map control to take Roche now. They should be able to take the tier 2 bottom if they want, or just make sure top and middle lanes are like completely pushed in. So we'll see what direction they go, but that engagement, we're really starting to push the advantage for them, leading now by about 4k gold, about 10k experience. And I just hope for some big plays from Koikfa's Tinker. Dagon 4, if he wants to get the 5, he can have it now, but probably going to save for buyback. I'm a big Tinker fan.
He doesn't need the 5. It's greedy to get the 5.
It is. He really should save for buyback. Like, he's not going to spend the gold now. I'm hoping he gets a big kill, a mega kill in this fight, and then all of a sudden I'll have a Dagon 5 E-Blade. That would be perfect for me.
I just think you may just get the E-Blade. I mean, that's going to be more than just an extra 100 for the Dagon, right? Surely.
Yeah, the Dagon's just easier to build is the main thing, though.
It's like 1250, yeah.
You just have to get a cheap recipe. Maybe still buyback available. Well, it looks like Mouse have held on. Fnatic did not want to push their advantage. Maybe, I guess, worried about a puck buyback. There actually wasn't a puck buyback available, but they didn't know that. So, in the end, Mousesports dodged a bullet due to the lack of information from Fnatic. And, well, Fnatic...
There's a heart on Hani, though. He is going to be tough to kill.
Yeah, this is where Black is just not doing enough damage. Butterfly and a Helm of the Dominator ain't going to cut it. So they rely almost entirely on Tinker. As strange as it sounds, normally Tinker's the utility carry, right? He hexes everyone, and then your real carry, the Gyro, does the damage. But Black with a Butterfly ain't doing squat by himself.
Yeah, it's a funny one. It is a funny one.
And now
because, as you say, he hasn't got the damage. I mean, Helm of the Dominator, I'm kind of surprised that he took that.
Top lane. Koikfa could end up going down here. However, the counter hex comes, and Trixie's going to get blown up. Overestimated his own damage. Did not bring the Lifestealer with him. Now Fnatic probably can't contest Roche. There is Song of the Siren. Synderen. Is he going to look to pop it? He walks in. He's not going to use it just yet. Yeah, Trixie has buyback, but you don't want to be forced to waste it like that. Now Tinker TPing in mid, blinking to the north. Fata's going to get caught. Stunned up by Trixie, or Hani rather, and boy does he melt. He'll go down. All these carries just getting picked off one by one. Now it's Quakefa's turn to die. He gets bashed. He gets picked up. Prophet with the buyback earlier in this engagement, and now we'll see a Tinker buyback as well, but with no puck, it's going to be very hard to contest. Now they found Pos. They've isolated him in the jungle. And now the Song of the Siren comes out. Synderen wants to disengage, will TP out, but the familiar stuns. They don't get affected by Song.
Oh.
And they are going to be able to make that kill happen. Now, Hani, can he find Black as well? Black, no BKB, on the run. He's going to go down. Fnatic, one to the next to the next. They found the Tinker, the puck, and the gyro. The Tinker buys back, but this is just Q to go break the base now. Is there even a buyback? Just the gyro, that's it.
Wow. Yeah, that was a series of unfortunate bumping into each other's, I think.
What a chaotic game. Jesus.
Yeah.
I feel very lost. Like 29 to 21. It's been a close game, but
Hani and Nira can just fight in the march because they're just so tough. I mean, Hani is just, he's got ridiculous amounts of tank.
the main advantage Fnatic has is their lineup's just much easier to execute. Because they have all these heroes who just want to run in and start the fight, like Hani, who's going in right now doing exactly that. They'll find the Bane, he'll be forced to BKB and run away. They've taken one lane of Rex. They've taken one lane of Rex. I don't feel that's game just yet. They'll need two, but the big advantage for them is now they've got a crap load of gold. They can build some additional items, and
they're going to get Roche.
Are they going to take Roche? That's the question.
They should. They could easily get him.
There's a gyro buyback. I think Mouse might look to contest this. It would be a good time. Fnatic looking a bit squishy here, but they're working on Roche. It's dropping pretty quickly. They'll have to go soon. Orb comes in from Botza. Roche almost dead already. Era chopping away, not really committing just yet. Look for the initiation. Are we going to see anything? Ghost Scepter up already from your Tinker. Rearming now. It's too late. The Aegis will go Fnatic's way. That was
body blocks from those trees.
And they lost the range racks while that was happening. This game.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, it's
what a mess. What a mess
they can't get the lanes pushed out. Like they can't get any of the lanes pushed out at all, which is kind of Mouse are trapped in their base now. So the Tinker can't do his thing, can he? So yeah, it's kind of a problem for them. I'm not sure they can come back from this. Smoke bought from Naga Siren though, but look at Naga's farm. I mean, basically she's got mech arc boots, and then that's it. So I guess, yeah, like you said, support Naga Siren, pure support, and without her song, she's basically just doing nothing.
She's just a walking Song of the Siren and a net. That's the point of Synderen's hero at this point in the game. The mech as well, I guess, but it's not. Mech isn't that big of a deal at 47 minutes in. Again, they
Song
really...
is great. Song is great, but without Song, I don't know. I just think it's kind of, you know...
Yeah.
Like you said, it's a 1 minute cooldown. She's not actually even level, got the final level in Song yet, so it's 2 minutes between songs. Once Sin gets an extra level, that's gonna make a big difference, I think.
I go back to what I said earlier. Mouse just really needs more farm on Black. Because even if Tinker has an E-Blade Dagon, in theory, he can, kill anyone on Fnatic with that combo. That's how strong it is. The problem, though, is there's too many ways to lock him down. He doesn't have a BKB. He doesn't have a Linked Sphere. And if Black's gyro isn't involved in the fight and he's not drawing the attention of Fnatic, then they just say, screw it, we're going for the Tinker. And either the Tinker dies or Quakefoot just isn't involved in the fight. So this is where you look back at the way the game's developed, and Black sitting now at 15,000 net worth to the 25,000 of the Nature's Prophet to the 16,000 of the enemy Dragonite. Gyro is supposed to be a better farmer than either. Certainly than a hero like Lifesteal or Dragonite at this stage in the game. But
and Trixie, in the middle of the game there, had died a bunch of times, wasn't looking like it was going great. But I mean, that's the strength of Nature's Prophet farming. I mean, his ult is great for farming. He can push all the lanes. He farmed well with the trees as well. So he's always getting those extra lasties, and very impressive.
Yeah, and I also, maybe it's at that point in the game where Quakefoot ideally would have taken less farm, but I can't really fault the way he's played. Sometimes Tinkers over-farm and deny their carries a lot of farm, but for the most part he's been farming Ancients, and Black's had the lanes open to him. It's just that Black's been dying a lot in fights.
It's tough. It's tough to farm because they've got such great initiation. You've got the Shadow Blade on Hani, you've got the global TP from Nature's Prophet, and they can have a life stealer inside them. It's tough. And they lost those 2 gems. I think that was huge. Losing the gem twice really, really did mess things up for them.
Yeah, that's a 3,600 gold, or no, sorry, I think it's a 3,400 gold swing. Gem is 850. Yeah, so they spend 1,700 on gems, and then they lose 1,700 worth of gems. Obviously, Fnatic only really need one, but still, it's a massive gold swing, and more importantly, that's Fnatic's initiation. It's these Shadow Blades. So not having a gem really does hurt them a lot. That's a great point.
I made a good point, LB. Hold me. I'm scared.
Who are your rares on, Pyrian?
I didn't bet on this game. You know,
I would not have bet on this game. You could not have paid me money to bet on it.
No, sometimes you see a game where it's undervalued. I look for value. I'm a professional gambler. So, yeah, I don't just bet for fun. I bet when I can win.
Here come your familiars looking for the backstep. If they find a stun, this could be the engagement. Fnatic waiting to go. Familiars parked in position. There's your Grave Chill to start things off. On the gyro, they'll drive Black back. Blinking in for the puck. Now he's gone. Blink silence is there. No tail. Idiot Rocket. BKB on Hani, but he's held in position. Black unable to get his BKB off. Unable to do a thing. The BKB for Hani only 4 seconds, so he'll live. Now they'll disengage. Call down deployed. Fnatic. Will they look to fight? They're running in. The triple familiar stuns are here. Pasa's gonna melt. Black just not doing enough damage right now. It could be the gyro, or rather the Tinker that is their savior, though. Black on the run. Koikfa's a bit low. He needs to get these Dagods off. He throws out a single laser. Now rearming. Gets Dragon-tailed. Oh, this could be bad. Koikfa surrounded. And that's what I mean. If there's no gyro to worry about, it's just too easy to pick off the Tinker. Now they're chasing. They want Black. They want Cinderin. Who are they going to get first? They're diving for Black. They're chasing for the gyro. While that's happening, it looks like Fata gets picked off. Still Hani diving the fountain. Still he's chasing. TP back to the well. Cinderin will live barely at that, but I think at long last, Pyrian, this might be one lost fight too many for Mousesports.
Yeah, I think so. That one really didn't go well. They showed the lack of damage and the ability for Fnatic to just tank it. I mean, you've got Hani and Lifestealer on the front lines. They could just soak up so much damage and punishment. And like you said, the lack of damage from the way things have gone, the lack of damage the gyro was showing. I mean, look at the cooldown there. It's just nothing. It's just doing nothing to Hani. He's just fine at this point.
Another death, and now the chase is on to Cinderin. There's your open wound. Cinderin's going to fall as well. GG for Mousesports.
Yeah.
Fnatic will take game one. 51 minutes and 14 seconds in, the GGs were called. It was a hell of a performance from Fnatic. 36-22, a 20,000 gold lead, a 25,000 experience lead. Of course, though, it is a best of 3, so Mousesports will have their shot to make a comeback here.
And we know they can do that. You know they can do that.
The chat is saying it's the third game, because it's been so long, they probably just, either they're trolling or they just figure it is.
Oh, man.
I've lived and died 1,000 times in this game.
You know what? That really felt to me like there were a couple of pickoffs and engagements in the middle. I think Fata giving up the gem, and also there was another fight around Roche where they just got a couple of them picked off, and then it snowballed from there. I think it went badly, but Fnatic did exactly what they had to do, exactly what you said with the pushing, not letting up. They took all those towers, they had a lead. I think it was a great performance from them.
Well, congratulations to Meepo, if that's the real one, for one of the old school beta testers, for receiving a prize for witnessing glorious victory, and congratulations to Fnatic. They take game one of a best of 3. Pyrian, I believe, sadly, you have to leave me.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I think you've got Malini coming in to cast the next one, have you not?
I do. The panda will be leaving.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If the kids have gone to bed, then I could have stayed up, but he'll have a half-hour shouting match, so I don't think it's worth it.
All right, guys. Well, Pyrian, thank you for joining me. Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say to your fans out there?
No, I wanted to say thank you for having me, LD. It's great. I haven't cast with you in ages. A lot of people always ask me to make videos. When are you going to make another video with LD? But the thing is, you cast like 28 hours a day. So I tell them you're a busier man than I am. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the next game. I'll definitely be watching. And that's it, really.
I don't think it's possible to be more busy than you because you have a baby.
That's
like the ultimate trump card. It's like, yeah, I'm busy. You have a baby. No competition.
Yeah, it's true. I do have two kids to worry about. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this particular series, or rather, this game. Mousesports now trailing 0-1 in the best of 3. Fnatic they notched that first game in the set. I'm LD of Beyond the Summit. He, of course, is Pyrian Flax. If you enjoyed the broadcast, be sure to follow him. Twitter.com/PyrianFlax. YouTube.com/Ted himself. I am LD. Twitter.com/LDDota. It's the Corsair Summer Tour 2013. We'll be right back after a short break with game number 2. Stay with us.